What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It's his I, James, and Pee Wee, and Courtney. ReadoptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And we got a Poshmark sale. $8 for the Pittsburgh Pirates hat. It's Friday. So that means the top categories sold this past week for me. Got a feeling there's going to be at least one major pop-up because of a bigger dollar item. But, so yesterday, eBay. Trash City. For a while, I kept getting pages that wouldn't load. And then I started noticing all the stores were down. So all the eBay stores went down yesterday. And widespread issue. I think it took about 2.5 hours to get all the stores back up. So yesterday was another poop show on the website. But what day isn't these days? What day isn't these days? So yesterday made it up to $519. Far cry from the previous day of $872. We're at 8:20 a.m. I'm at $51 right now. Again, another huge shutdown overnight, which is expected with all the issues that just went on. Sales stopped at 11:30 for me. And started back up at, well, one sold at 7:30. And then I took offers, and then one offer's paid so far. So really still hasn't started back up yet, technically. So what you gonna do? You're gonna suffer. That's what you're gonna do. What did my traffic look like yesterday? 27 items sold, only 5 organic, 22 promoted. Whereas the day before I had 39 organic, 16 promoted. So the organic really skewed again yesterday, which has been kind of indicative of low dollar days. So well, we're not going to hang around there too much longer. We know what happened. We know what's going on. We know we're sick of it, so why dwell there? Let's move on to the top categories. Sold last week. All right. $4,575, down 2.6% from the week before. So down just a tad. But my net sales, $2,465, up 1.3% from the week before. Okay. I guess I did have a couple of days when I did the 15 and then bumped it back down, didn't I? I don't remember. I don't remember if that was last week or not, which could make sense. Average sales price per item, $18.23, down 1.1%. 251 items sold, down 1.6%. So the one that matters is up. The rest are down. Top five items, categories sold this past week. Coming in at number 5, video games. I listed some Atari Jaguar, 3DO games last week. $211 in video games, up 60%. Coming in at number 4, video game consoles. So I've listed some broken Nomad is probably all of that, actually. I had a Sega Nomad that didn't work. $213, up 100% on the video game console. Number 3, as kind of normal, cassette tapes, $307, down 26.5%. Number 2, music CDs, $727, down 7.5%. And number 1, men's hats, $902, down 0.6%. So none of them hit the $1,000 mark last week. And they're all 3 down. Top 3 anyway. The normal 3. Honorable mention. I'm curious to see what that is. God, a smear on here. A smear. Honorable mention. Major League Baseball, $190, up 46.6%. So baseball season coming into effect. Vinyl records just under that. And women's hats just under that. I need to start hitting harder on the clothes, man. I haven't put much clothes up lately. I wish there was an easy way. I like doing the whole, not challenge things, but watching things grow type of scenario. Like my Found on Fridays I did and stuff, but it's just so hard to track nowadays since the eBay changes. I wish I could find an easy way to track those items. That link does not work anymore. What if I go into archived here and see if there's any way you can actually track anything anymore? No, because they don't give a dollar amount here anymore. Buyer name, order number, title, item ID. So there's just no way to really track what you sell in a certain category. A self-created category, if you will, or a store category anymore. That sucks. Because that was like a little fun thing I just like doing. And it's pointless to do if you can't really track it. And to watch for everything, and that's just a pain in the butt. And then write it down and do it manually, written. That's just pain. I don't have time for that. I ain't got time for that silliness. Ain't got time for that. We are up 5.2% from last month. I'm sure I'm still down from last year. Let's go this year compared to last year. Down 21.5%. So yeah. Still down. Everything's down. Hats are down 30%, 33%. Cassettes are down 36%. CDs are down 4%. T-shirts down 13%. I don't know. I need a... Like, I like the thought of, okay, I pull these out of storage, they go into a certain category, and then I can track that category and what's, how much I made from that category. But I'm not doing it manually, because once you get like 100 items, or it just starts becoming a pain. All right, questions and comments. You've got 18,200 followers on YouTube. Do you really think all of them are resellers? Well, I know like the first 5,000 were all shoe fans when I did my shoe videos. So technically then that would make it about 13,000, right? So I don't know. You should do a poll on YouTube to find out. Maybe I should. James, yesterday I was messaging a buyer through eBay and the message were being sent to the wrong buyer. Huh, never seen that before. Why do you save drafts so much? I do that for shipping. Save drafts. I do drafts to list. You watch my listing videos to see that. Same here. I think a whopping $13 sale for today. That was yesterday with all the issues. Mine has been dead all day. Only one sale. Something is terribly wrong with eBay. I haven't had a sale in a week. I've listed about 50 items in the last week and nothing. I don't even have watchers. This never happens. And that's what you got to compare it to. Compare it to your average. That's the best way to do it. Don't compare it to what other people are saying. Compare it to your average. And you've got to have a nice little standing of a year, I would say, to go, hey, I've had a year of an average of X amount of money with X amount of listings, with X amount of listing new items. And if you're consistent in everything across the board, then you can, and then with your actual items also, like I got a lot of cassettes, a lot of CDs, a lot of hats. So if you do like a lot of clothes or whatever, then you can really see the trends on when something's off or when something's not right. But then you have to try to figure out what's causing that. So it's a pain in the butt. But when eBay makes it so obvious that they're a huge part of it, and then of course the economy is another part of it. So you got to take in all the different scenarios. But if people can't get into your listings because it's showing that it's down, I mean, what are you going to do? Adorable. Master Motivator. You sure you spelled that right? Oh, sorry. Haven't listed anything in a few days. Site's a total mess. I love the snoring sound effects. And the one video I hit in when the song ended, still had about a minute or so left on the video, and I could hear him snoring. So you can hear Pee-wee snoring in the one video. Thanks, James. Appreciate these videos. Seeing your working away motivates me. So the working videos that I'm doing, I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe about 10 or 11 up. They've only made like $29. I checked this morning just to kind of get a grip on it since it's been about a week. So they've only made an extra $29 for the channel. So they don't really make anything. So any time that you do click on them, or I appreciate any likes or comments on them or anything to help those out. I kind of look at those as like I'm working. So it's like an extra part of the hourly wage, if you will. So that's why I'm kind of looking at those videos for myself. And then on top of it, if it helps people, motivates them too, then that's a plus. But so the first ones I did taking pictures, those all as of right now made $7, but those are all the oldest ones. All the rest made about $3 a piece. So far. But over time, those may get more and more views over time. So anytime you can help those videos out, I appreciate it. I can't even get in the app completely down. Down Tractor also showing similar things. Another thing I'm trying to think, I'm like, okay, what is something new I could add that I don't really sell? Or maybe have sold a couple in the past that I could get like at the bins. Like how I found hats. Ooh, I found hats. I've never really sold hats before. Boom, and now it turns into my highest selling item, right? So now I'm trying to think of what's the next item I can tackle that I might see at the bins a lot, but I just never pay attention to. So what's the next category I can blow up? Something quick, easy, 2 pictures, media style, if you will. I wish I saw postcards a lot more. Like I like postcards, but I don't really see many postcards, so I don't really have access to a lot of postcards. The most I ever found was at a yard sale. Found a collection, but... So I'm trying to think of something quick, easy that I could grow into another high dollar, consistent category for myself. So I gotta give that some thought. As far as eBay slowdown and sales go, the economy has everything to do with it. No. The economy, if you think economy is the only thing that has to do with it, you're not a seller on eBay. Not a consistent enough seller on eBay. The majority of Americans are struggling like hell now. It only makes sense that people are not spending money on non-necessities. I don't understand why so many resellers on YouTube refuse to acknowledge this. Well, clearly you don't watch my channels because, well, I guess nobody... You okay? Nobody's acknowledging that it's the only problem because it's not the only problem. So we're all a little bit smarter than that. You all right? You hear a little weird noise there. Okay, you gotta go pee-pee? You gotta go outside? Hi James, do you happen to have any previous videos of what you're doing, like more details? I mean, I know in general you're doing your drafts, but I'm slow with mine. I would like to see if there's something I could do differently. You can check out my how to list 200 items in a day video. And I think there's another one that shows draft stuff too. You want to go outside? You gotta go pee-pee? You want to go out? Oh, no, you don't put that heavy ass ball there. You had me open the door and neither one of you wanted to go out. It's only like 40 out there, I think. I love sale media, mostly books, but I knew you need to start listing some records. I giggled at the opening resellers. Reselling is not for everyone. Understatement of the year. Keep on trucking, everyone. All right, let's get to listing. Or shipping, I should say. All right, I think I got everything pulled. Shipping labels. Hey, at least you get to see Pee-wee today on this video. The Three Kingdoms CD. Sold for $11, headed to Ruxford, New York. You helping? I don't need anything licked. They're all self-adhesive. James. When I talk about pens, and this is like the way I like writing with this pen that I'm using right now. Kind of thin, but yet a little bit taller. Give that upstroke feel. Next up, we've got... I always like grabbing aprons at the bins. That could be another category if I saw a lot of aprons, but I don't see a lot of aprons. I usually grab the ones I do see. We got this teddy bear one, which is like, looks like it's a homemade one. Because it looks like they're glued on of some sort, or patched on, or whatever. That's sold for $10. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Headed to Somersworth, New Hampshire. Why? We have to order boxes. I need to get some hat boxes quick. So I guess I'm going to have to order them from Uline so I can get them next day. Lucy, I'm home. Scrub Star Performance Scrub. What was that shirt? Scrubs is another category, but I don't see many scrubs, and I usually grab them when I do. This one sold for $13.50. Headed to Washington. Get off of me. Jordan. Next up, we've got a box of Miscellaneous Toys. So for $10, headed to Hilford, Ohio. Sarah. Next up, we've got St. Louis Cardinals cap 3XL. You don't find many big sizes like that. Headed to Carthage, Missouri. Sold for $18. When I found that, I'm like, yeah, I'm pricing that one a little high. A 3XL hat? Sure. Sure, boy. Yeah, I'm putting that one higher. Get higher and higher. Nick. Nick. We got this golf brand Max Fly, I guess it's called. Sold for $13.50. Headed to Raleigh, North Carolina. Pee-wee's still an early bird. I think his old owner would get up at early, so he's been getting up about 7 o'clock every day, which usually drags me out of bed. But hey, maybe that's what I needed, so I could work a little harder, get to my goal of 75,000 items listed by the end of the year. We got Jiffy Lube Hat. Sold for $12, headed to Frederick, Maryland. Maybe I should just make that my focus goal. But it's hard to know exactly what I got listed because the numbers changed again yesterday. Up until the issue, it was showing the proper amount of items in my seller hub, and I had just broke 55,000 items in my store. Then now those issues started, and when it started coming back, the numbers are off again. So can't win for losing with eBay. So I won't be able to keep track of actually knowing how many items I actually have. That's pretty sad when you think about it. That's been going on for over 2 months now. Not being able to see exactly how many items you have listed in your eBay store. Or on eBay, period. I mean, how is that not raising more questions like, Are you sure all my items are being seen? How is that not getting more people in an uproar? Why is that? Next up, we've got, are you ready for a clothing lot? Yeah. We got a NASA shirt. That sold for $10.50. And let me see, I want to do this. And then we got a Threads Unlimited snap-up shirts. That sold for $14.40. And these are headed to Fort Moore, Georgia. Georgia. One. Get me your way. Go 12 by 12 by 4. You fell. You're caught in a trap. What fell? And I can't walk out. What fell? There's the ruler. Because I love you too much, baby. What can't you see? Alexandria. Oh, you're not working now? What you doing to me? Next up, we've got 50 classic Wagon Wheels legendary songs of the Old West, tape 2 only. Sold for $7, headed to Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. That's one of those items that normal people wouldn't pick up or even list, especially if it's only one tape of a two or three tape series. Yeah, $7. If you can do it quick and you have the room. Paul. Nice, neat. Oh, I like that black on white look. Next up, one of my old Atari Jaguar games. Boom, boom. And that sold for $13.50. Headed to Fort Ripley, Minnesota. You mean they got small soft drinks up there? I'm glad you're laying out here by me instead of in that little spot, just in case. Since you started the new meds, nothing yet, but so today he's officially all new seizure meds. I did not give him his old one, since the new one should be well into his system by now. So hopefully it works, because I don't like seeing his brain fry. NCAA Elite 8 50th anniversary hat. Sold for $8.09. Headed to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. I like that name. Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg. whatever it is. It feels industrial, as Pennsylvania should. It's probably not that industrial anymore, huh? I don't know. I've never been there. That's one place I'd like to go. Roam around. Ain't that where they have those, that's Philly cheesesteaks. Is that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Even though I'm not a big Philly cheesesteak person, I would try it. Without onions, of course. I hate onions. But Geno's? Is that one of them? Geno's? 2 by 6 by 4, Richard. No international. Ain't that a bitch? We haven't heard of cha-ching either, have we? So I guess technically eBay still. I had the one, and that was an offer I took also. So I had 2 offers I've taken this morning pay, but no new actual, nope, yeah, no new actual sale items. Where was I? I hate it when I lose where I was. There's where I was. Too many windows open. All right, that's everything. Review purchases. Thank you for finally coming along there. The scan form did actually print last night, though. Finally. This time I'm leaving that open just in case I have to do a reprint because I mess up. Paul. I'm ready to start going to some yard sales. Lucy, I'm home. All right. So we're at $8.50 and I'm at $64. And that is all. Everything else is nice and quiet. All right. I think I'm done. Nice short video, huh? Not too much to talk about today, I guess. I will see you all in the next video. Later.